I will say there was one line from Cupcakes I did laugh at.
Which is what?
Um, Whenever Pinky is pulling out the hacksaw, she's like, why do they call this a hacksaw? I'm not doing any hacking with this. I was doing that with the knife.
That's right.
We should buy more mufflers.
We don't have the money to buy more mufflers. I'm trying to figure out how to make more money without putting ourselves into jeopardy. I'm gonna go scavenge, but yeah.
Jeopardy?
We could earn more money on Jeopardy. So we should totally
put ourselves into jeopardy.
But see, if all of us go, pretty sure between the 5 of us we can fill up all 3 seats, and then if we all win something, we can all use that money for supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if one of us wins the show, you go on to the next show and win even more.
Okay, so do you think that, like, okay, so you know, like in Fallout, right? Like, I know Fallout isn't zombie apocalypse, so I'm just using that. Like, they still have entertainment and whatnot, even though it's, you know, the world's kind of ended, more or less. So, in this zombie apocalypse world, what game show or what type of entertainment do you think would still exist?
I think it would have to be something survival and zombie based, like almost like a Colosseum from ancient Rome, except it's with zombies and you have limited supplies. Like maybe you have a revolver with, say, 18 shells.
You must cross a board of zombies.
And then you have like a tire iron, and you must fend off, say, 30 zombies.
We have to cross across a moderate horde of zombies that are all agitated. I already waited once, nothing happened. We can keep waiting. We could clear a path like we tried to last time, or sneak through.
Sneak through.
Well, if they're only agitated and they're moderate, we might be able to sneak.
Sneak.
Break out guns and clear a path.
Okay.
No!
But, you know, Guns A-Blazing does seem to have a better track record. Like, what, we only lost one tire last time?
And Blues in the live stream chat votes that. I'm trying to see if anyone else is gonna vote. Because right now it's all tied up. 2 for guns and 2 for sneaking. Guns.
Sneak!
Sorry, 3 votes for guns.
I didn't vote.
Oh,
Yes, I didn't vote.
I already pressed the button.
No!
Hey, we made it!
No!
Fanny gets to make the next decision, because I ignored him and I feel bad now.
Although I find it a little weird with the graphic. It starts with people shooting out the tailgate of the station wagon, yet you haven't passed any zombies, so it's a waste of ammunition.
Right? I wonder who that is, Raz.
No!
The only water
Veggie, because he just wants to shoot something.
is sludge.
Yeah.
I'm not shooting at something. I am killing zombies. I am an expert zombie hunter.
We just drank sludge from a runoff vein. Ew.
Ew! Ew! That's grody!
It is.
There are much better alternatives.
Better drink my own piss.
Ew.
Please don't.
We got a Bear Grylls this thing.
I don't even think Bear Grylls even does that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
That was a meme there for a long time.
I am not one to believe those types of shows. I'm one of those people that are very skeptical about it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You can, but there are other better ways to get water than that in a survival situation.
I mean, as long as you find, like, a stream or even a really, really, really deep hole, you can find water. And
Yeah, sometimes the terrain isn't always on your side for that, though.
Like I said, wait for it to rain.
Oh, snap.
It's not fair. They're sending
Doge.
dogs.
Rain!
Zombie doge.
Zombie dog. Doggy dog. I want to scavenge for food. I just got hurt scavenging for food. Whatever.
Much bite.
Oh, there's food. Much touch bite. Very good. Like, honestly, if this were real, right? If we were actually in a car, the 5 of us, and we were actually having to try to get from one side of the country to another, who do you think would do what? Like in reality? Like, I'm doing everything now because, you know, it's a video game and I don't have a choice. But if we were actually, you know, who would be the scavenger? Who would be the navigator? Who would not be getting screwed over like I am right now? Oh, God.
Well, I think it depends on what kind of equipment we had. Like, I don't think we'd ever have just one person go out and scavenge.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dreadful.
I'm pretty sure a scavenge would probably be an entire group event. Just because if you leave anybody behind, there's a chance that...
Pat said you broke a leg again! God! And you got incapped.
Oh, snap.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry. I'm actually very interested in what you're saying. I was just upset that you broke your leg again.
Well, apparently I can't talk now because I'm incapacitated.
Not anymore.
So.
I recapacitate whatever words.
Blues is telling us to quit driving with our legs.
Yeah, Pad.
Sorry. How else am I supposed to text and tweet and Facebook with
yeah, how else,
using my legs
how else
for
am I
the
supposed
steering
to tweet
wheel?
about killing Clements? Wait, what?
Whoa.
How am I supposed to blog this on my Facebook?
I'm sorry. So what were you saying again about our roles? Something about equipment, and it depends.
Okay. Well, I think it would have to depend on what actual equipment we had and where we all drew like knowledge bases from.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we had one shotgun.
Right.
I don't have a whole lot of shotgun experience, so if there's someone else that had more, probably they'd be the one in charge of the weapon.
I have a feeling, though, you have the most weapons experience out of any of us, simply because of your, you know, how you make your living.
You cannot prove that.
I just have a feeling, because I've shot a gun once, and it was a rifle, and I was not that good at it. I know Raz has shot a gun a couple of times, but I'm pretty sure there are rifles, too. I don't know about Veggie or Fan, but, like, I just have a feeling.
No, I've never been near one.
Yeah, because, I mean... Yeah, so I just have this strange feeling that you would be a little bit better at the gun shooting type things.
I'm from the deep south. There's a shotgun in every home.
Is there really?
That's what I'm saying.
We've got like 2 in this house. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. Veggie would
3.
probably be the shotgun guy.
You have 2 shotguns in your house?
I think 3. Well, we've got more than 2 guns in my house. I'm just saying shotguns. We have 2 or 3.
Why do these dogs keep attacking me? Go away! I just want to collect this duct tape.
And then I think whoever would be able to show the most aggression would have to be the driver.
Raz, she's a good driver, actually. God, damn dogs! Sorry.
Yeah, I think for me, I would be either shooting, probably not as much as Veggie though, or driving, or navigating.
I would be pretty useless, actually. I don't really have any good zombie apocalypse skills.
I know, I'm the same way. See, now, one thing that I always hate about... Egghead says, Fan would be the one breaking the mufflers. But, no, I really hate how they think that, the ground is gonna be all tainted, and the sky's gonna be really reddish, dark, and it's all gonna be gloomy. No. If no technology or no pollution happens, then the Earth will be perfectly fine. It's just the people on it will be infected.
Yeah.
It's not going to infect the world. So, for food, you can farm. And where I live, it's perfect. Because there's nothing but farms.
But what if the cows turn into zombies?
I'm kind of in the middle of potato farm country.
I like potatoes.
If the zombie virus works the same way as the ones I'm familiar with, it would actually animals. It wouldn't even infect animals normally. It's just that the virus would just kill the animals. They wouldn't actually become infected. Granted, they wouldn't be safe to eat, but
see, whenever I think of a zombie apocalypse, I think back to like the early minutes of playthrough in Resident Evil, the slow-moving zombies.
These dogs keep kicking my butt. I'm so upset right now.
We just want to be your friend.
Because a zombie is like supposed to reanimate a dead person. You can't have a reanimated corpse move faster than like a drag,
right?
Because of tissue deterioration and so they wouldn't be able to do any fine motor skills like use doorknobs or climb.
Yeah, but they can smack them, just like in Left 4 Dead. Smack.
No, that's a video game.
Yeah, but see, that's why you go on a roof with no access except for a ladder, and you would be okay.
And I'd be the one standing over the ladder like I do in every video.
Unless, you know, they all just kind of pile and start using that as like a long-term zombie ladder to get up there.
I see
but would
two
they-
Sorry?
Would they even have any like necessary brain skills at that point if they're deteriorating?
I would assume
if-
not.
The
I mean, if
decomposition
they-
slows down. It takes about it'll take about 5 years for after they become infected before their body finally shuts down.
Dick struck again.
Yeah, but if zombies die,
Dick struck
or if
again.
people die and turn into zombies, would they still continue to have the memories of who they were previously? Like, would they still know, like, oh, I don't know how to speak English anymore, I'm just gonna blah, 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 blah. Or, I don't know how to use a door, or I don't know how to move, like...
I'm gonna have to send you a copy of the Zombie Survival Guide. You must learn.
Oh great, now there's a fucking zombie bear. And I'm sorry, I just cursed. But there's a zombie bear now! Are you kidding me? Why are all the zombie animals attacking me?
Oh no.
But he just wants a hug.
It did kind of look like he wanted a hug, to be honest. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, he's kind of running with his arms like how
Okay.
you would.
hug, give me hug!
You know what would be the absolute worst to meet in a zombie apocalypse?
What?
A zombie Yeti. The Yeti from Ski Free as a zombie.
Oh, Lord.
Imagine
no.
a zombie Canadian.
Bite you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for someone to say something.
Well, I couldn't really say anything because it's kind of like a poke at us, so it's kind of too easy.
Or it'd be like, bite, mer, bite, mer.
Oh my gosh.
Where's my Timmies?
I don't know. I think the Canadian zombies would still be trying to play hockey.
With like someone's skull.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. And
There's-
that fight ended in someone's head falling off.
There'd be limbs that would have to be cleaned up at the end of every period. You might lose half your bench, scattered across the ice.
Would they
Told
would
Damn,
they
but
be able
clean
to
up the
ski
ice.
the not skis what's the word? Would they be able to ice skate though? Like would they be able to maneuver on the ice?
I don't know. I don't think they'd be able to do it very well. It might be
They
reminiscent
just
of watching
drag-
like
They drag themselves.
watching a 5-year-old try to skate.
Huh.
But I want to imagine that I see it. They'd try to skate. They'd fall, and then they'd kind of like shatter. They'd have like an arm going one way, leg going the other.
In all
When
honesty,
someone
though-
finally.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
I was about to say, in all honesty, though, I do think that if everybody like managed to, learn how to use a weapon and managed to kill enough people, I do think that it, like and I say in quotations, even though you can't see me, like Seiji, the zombie infection, could actually go away if you actually get rid of all of them at the source.
You'd have
And
to
then
get.
society would be
Yeah,
back.
you steal the zombie, and you gotta make sure you burn all the bodies. That's the only way to get rid of the virus.
Mm-hmm.
I've played enough Plague Incorporated to know that you have to kill all the zombies and burn all the bodies.
You say as Veggie just said it. Sorry.
I think Seiji would be the one if we were to, do the whole zombie thing accidentally, and all 5 of us. Seiji would be the one burning all the bodies.
Why?
I don't know.
I actually am kind of afraid of fire.
Never mind.
I'm afraid of a lot of. That's why I think I'd be really useless in a zombie apocalypse. Because, in general, when I talk about my future and what I want to do with my life and what my skill sets are, before I got my current job, I would always talk to my friends and family and be like, yeah, it's kind of hard because I don't really have any useful skills. My skills are entertainment based, like what we do here, managerial, which what I do on RIME again. But you can't get a management job without working your way up through the ranks, so that's, like, out the window. Creative, which is, you know, like, whether it's voice work or whatever. But, I mean, like, all these things, they're not very useful for getting a, quote, a real job, quote, you know, regular, like, you know, a part-time job that you get, like, working at a fast food restaurant or this or that. Like, they're not good. So, again, same thing applies to the zombie apocalypse situation. I don't have any skills that'd be helpful. All of my skills are not very helpful in a zombie apocalypse. So, I mean, like...
That is a lie. I have found something out of what you have just said that
What?
would be useful.
What?
In a team environment. With your managerial skills, you could be the quartermaster. You could be in charge of all the supplies. The acquisition of new supplies, the management of current supplies, the rationing of food and what equipment we have.
It doesn't have a point.
I know, I was going to say the same thing. The only thing that I have is I will provide the voice of calmness to all the people. I'll be like that voice of freedom in Homefront. If any of you have played that game.
No, I've never played Homefront.
Oh,
But I do believe that if the five of us were put in a zombie apocalypse situation, I don't think any of us would really have to take on roles. I think it would be a pretty easy kind of group cohesion, do what has to be done, and just kind of go with it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, I just love thinking about that kind of stuff. Like, we're going to the hospital, guys! Like, just thinking about, like, putting myself and my friends in... Yay, muffler! Anyway. Putting myself and my friends in different situations, thinking how it would actually work out. But yeah, I'm looking at the chat and things. Past sins. What is past sins, Veggie?
Past Sins is a story that is an origin story for Nightmare Moon, and it involves an alicorn OC by the name of Nyx, and it's very, very popular. It's fairly well written, but I mainly don't like it because the author is an egotistical jerk.
Ah.
He let it go to his head.
Oh.
Now he thinks he's the greatest thing ever.
Lovely.
So.
I see. Is the story good, though? I mean, like, considering everything?
It's not bad. I just think it's overrated, but it's a decent story. I mean...
Okay.
I see.
I see indeed.
Oh, ha! The hospital's Mercy Hospital.
yep. I was just about to point that out too. Oh my, it's already 10 after?
Yeah, it is. I mean, because that's why I wanted to do this, because I didn't really have a good plan for today. I just wanted to play a game and talk. And hopefully, because the way I figure is if our talking is boring, the game should be interesting. And if the game is boring, they can listen to us instead. So that works, right?
I think it works.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do 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 do
Do do do do do do do do do do do do do do do.
Thoughts on the My Little Dashie mini.
Don't bring that up. Please don't bring that up.
I have not seen it yet. I have read the story though, and I've heard things, both good and bad, about the My Little Dashie mini movie. So, Van, you've seen it, and I think you said you had lots of feels during that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. No, I bawled my eyes out for almost an hour.
So I assume it was good then.
I thought the acting could have been better. Because it was just so, like... Because you don't see the narrator's face. You don't see the main character's face. All you see is Rainbow Dash and any other cast members that show up. You don't see any of the human faces. So... I felt like they were just reading off of a script off camera. And even then, actually, I don't even think they recorded the vocal track on the camera. He probably just made some movements in front of a camera and then recorded over top of it later in post-production. I found the acting could have been a million times better, but the storyline of it was very feely.
Of what I've heard from it, it was that they couldn't really decide if it was supposed to be like an acted out reading or a movie of it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, it seemed more or less like a visual interpretation of the fanfic itself, which I've actually yet to read. And I know that Veggie sent me the link to it, and I just haven't even had bothered to read it yet. I'm afraid of the feels again.
Fair enough.
Jeez, I had feels about that, what is that? That Twilight story that we read just before Christmas.
oh, the one about passing on Smarty Pants.
Yep. Holy crap. 5 minutes after reading that, and I cry on air.
Aww.
Oh my god. And of course all the women go, "Daw. It's horrible!" No, the cinematography was very well done. And I mean, the CGI was well done as well. It was just not acted out very well. That's where they really lost a lot of people. Everybody cried their eyes out. I even saw a million different reactions on YouTube from bronies, non-bronies, everybody. And it was the same all around feels. So yeah, that's my view on it.
Fair enough.
See, what was it? The last fic I read that wasn't for showstoppers in any way was actually University Days.
Oh, that one's great.
It's like, I don't know if any more chapters have been added onto it. The last one that I read was chapter 17.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of you that don't know what it is a Vinyl Scratch Octavia fanfic.
Mm-hmm.
And it is probably one of the one of the better ones that I've read.
Yeah, because it is a ship fic, and a lot of people go, ship fic, Vinyl Octavia, it's overrated. Like, yeah, I mean, like, it is, like Fanny's saying, it's one of the better ones in that it's not a forced ship fic, it's not just a ship fic, it's about their friendship and how it actually does turn into something more, which you don't see very often in the mass of pony fanfics that are out there. That they do exist, of course, but a lot of them are just like, "Oh, I love you!" Like immediately, it's just like, "What? Really, guys? No build up." So
yeah, and you know what? From the very first chapter all the way up until the last one, I spent 5 hours reading it straight, just reading it from beginning to end, and I was up. So it was like 1 a.m. in the morning. I didn't finish it till 6. And of course I had school the next morning, so I'm like, okay, now I really gotta lay this down. Actually, no, I didn't have school because I was sick when I read it. I remember clearly. And a fic that I read before that was one where it was another ship fic. I was Rainbow Dash and Soren. She was bringing Soren to meet her parents. J-Mac says he weeped at Snowdrop. Oh, a decision.
Yeah, and I did say I was going to leave you to decide this. So, large horde, agitated disposition.
Ooh.
What do?
Ooh.
Speak.
I would say wait for right now.
Okay.
And see if they disperse.
Now they're ravenous.
Ready.
Okay, then we'll just break out the big guns.
Alright, here we go.
I like how it always turns into guns a-blazing.
We lost... Oh, that's not bad. We only lost 1 food. That's really not that bad, actually.
Right? Apple pie's out the window.
Oh, what? No, never mind. We only have 1 ounce of food left. That's we suddenly found ourselves surrounded by zombies.
Great.
With no ammo.
Going guns a-blazing. We'll just make the noises and all the zombies will die.
Pew, 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 pew. Why is nobody helping?